from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning, everyone. We made it to Friday. It's May 3rd.
Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us. Yes, we made it to the end of the weekend. Very humid outside this morning.
Foggy, misty. Driving in this morning, I figured this is the morning a deer's going to jump in front of the car.
Oh, goodness. That would be very dangerous, well, in general, but especially if you can't see anything out there, Justin.
So very true. We don't want any of that. Just when you thought the humidity couldn't get any higher, here we are. The air is so thick out there, and we've got some showers, some drizzle, some fog, all the stuff. So if you're walking out the door right now, grab an umbrella. It's not like anything's going to be heavy, but it's just that overall dampness that we're getting so used to this week. There's a look at the radar picture, and we can see that we've got some of those showers starting to work in on the southeast side, although a lot of this is starting to die down. Regardless of whether or not you see rain on the radar, again, there is drizzle, fog, and just thick air in general across all of San Antonio this morning. We're going to see that for several more hours. Let me show you the visibility. And it's places like New Braunfels, Bernie Stage, and Castroville where fog is at its thickest, but we're starting to see the numbers come down a little bit at the airport. Port SA, you're down to 2.5 miles. Same for Randolph. So we'll keep a close eye on these numbers, because if they fall any further, you're going to be dealing with some serious visibility issues. Forecast today. I'm going to keep in a pretty decent chance of some drizzle and just light stuff this morning, and then by the afternoon, we taper that off to a 20% chance. 78 noontime, and then we'll look for a high right around 84 this afternoon with a 20% chance of rain. Some weather headlines, and by the way, there's the live cam. You can't see much. It's up there. It's elevated, but it just goes to show you that fog's trying to settle in here. Very humid. Humidity levels are going to stay high for a good stretch here. And then we're going to be watching what happens out west. Could some storms out there make their way into the hill country tonight? And more specifically, could we see some storms make their way into San Antonio Saturday night? We'll talk about that. Plus, the summer heat. Could the heat index top 100 next week? I know you don't want to hear that, but that is a possibility. More on that in just a bit. Let's get over to RJ now. I see some flashing lights. What's going on?
Yeah, Justin, already off to a busy start for our drivers out there. If you're about to step outside right now, just keep in mind we do have some wet roads out there, and obviously, the humidity not helping with these conditions. 281 northbound at the quarry, that's the camera that we're seeing right now on TransGuide. Basically, a single vehicle crash out there in that area. So let's go ahead and show you our maps and see exactly what we're looking at. Again, the northbound lanes of 281 Jones-Maltzberger Road, that exit ramp right now is closed to Jones-Maltzberger right now for all of our folks coming in from the Olmos Park, Alamo Heights area, and of course the quarry area. Not causing a major backup at the moment right now, but again, this popped up maybe about 15-20 minutes ago, so we will continue to monitor what is going on there near the quarry. We also have a crash being reported off the highway here, Somerset Road at Southwest Military Drive, but still a very busy thoroughfare for all of our folks on the southwest and south side of town. Not causing too many delays at the moment right now. Let's pop back to the north side, because we still have some lingering construction causing some delays here. This is going to be Stone Oak Parkway, the westbound lanes here, causing some backup here all the way to Sonterra Boulevard. Good news is that it was causing some backups up to 281, but it looks like things are starting to clear out in that area. Citywide view of the map, everything else is going okay for the most part, but again, got a pretty significant crash here, 281 northbound at the Jones-Maltzberger exit. Stephanie, Mark, back to you guys.
Thank you, RJ. New this morning, San Antonio police are looking for a suspect they say shot two people at an apartment complex late last night. This happened around 11 p.m. in the 7900 block of Pipers Creek. Police say a woman and a man were leaving the apartment there when another man they knew started firing shots into their vehicle. Police tell us that the male victim was shot several times and taken to the hospital in critical condition. The woman was also shot. Now, police say that suspect got away and has not been found.
A man shot and killed by a DPS trooper in Converse had an active warrant out for his arrest. That's according to the Bexar County Jail and the Criminal Warrant Division. DPS says 37-year-old Luis Navarro led them on a chase that hit high speeds before crashing. DPS says the trooper tried tasing Navarro and then pulled the trigger. This witness video shows the moments leading up to that shooting. Navarro is seen walking towards the trooper with his hands up and some sort of T-shirt in his hand. His family says based on what they know right now, they don't believe Navarro was a threat when he got out of the car. The Texas Rangers are investigating this case. Well, many of you have commented on this story on KSAT.com and social media. One comment reads, "I hope there's justice as far as the officer killing him. because if you ask me, it seems that on the video that he was surrendering for what he did wrong, and now I believe the officer is in the wrong for shooting him in the chest for no apparent reason, but who knows? Another reads, our police officers risk their lives for our safety, and this family wants to insinuate the officer was wrong. Bad decisions yield bad consequences. Yet another reads, with all these kinds of incidents, the family always says he was not a bad guy, but then we find out he has a history that says otherwise. You can leave your own comment on this story right now on KSAT.com. Well, even though Fiesta ended on a sour note with the Market Square shooting, there's still a bit of encouraging news.
As our Avery Everett reports, the San Antonio Police Department is reporting a drop in DWI arrests during the 11-day celebration.
Safety is top of mind as San Antonio officials prepare for Fiesta 2025.
Fiesta is a safe event.
In the wake of several gun-related incidents, both the city's police chief and the mayor have promised to step up security efforts.
We're going to do everything we can to make sure that our fiestas, our parties, our public places continue to be safe places to be, which they are.
But Fiesta-related crime isn't just contained to one spot, as dozens of drivers each year during Fiesta are arrested while driving while intoxicated.
But SAPD reports a positive change to those numbers from years past, a decrease in DWI arrests. Across all 11 days of Fiesta, SAPD reports 114 arrests were made for DWI offenses.
Let's take a look at this year's data and compare it to the last 5 years, excluding 2020 when Fiesta was canceled because of COVID-19. If you take a look at this graph, SAPD's data shows that 2024 had the lowest amount of DWI arrests during Fiesta.
Of the 114 arrests this year, just 2 were reported on the first day of Fiesta, Thursday, April 18th. DWI arrests during Fiesta peaked just 2 days later on Saturday, April 20th. SAPD says officers arrested 18 people that day. This decrease in DWI arrests stands out as Forbes recently ranked Texas as the 3rd worst state for drunk driving. And according to TxDOT, state data shows an average of 3 people dying every day in a DWI-related crash.
Law enforcement does an excellent job in preparing for, Fiesta every year.
Aziza Salama helps run the Free Riders program. It brings together bars in San Antonio that have pledged to provide free rides to prevent impaired driving.
We're just trying to keep with this momentum and keep going.
This year's data from SAPD shows a change in San Antonio, but advocates against drunk driving hopes it sticks around for more than just one Fiesta season. This year, at least one intoxication manslaughter case happened during Fiesta. We have that story listed out on KSAT.com. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
This morning, police have arrested nearly 2,000 people during pro-Palestinian protests at college campuses across the U.S. in recent weeks, sometimes using riot gear, tactical vehicles, and flashbang devices to clear tent encampments and occupied buildings. Police forcibly removed scores of defiant protesters at several colleges yesterday, including Portland State University, where police cleared a library that had demonstrators that had occupied it for days. At UCLA, police swarmed the tent city using flashbangs and riot gear to arrest protesters. President Biden jumped into the fray yesterday as well, saying Americans have the right to protest, but not to unleash violence.
The second week of testimony in Donald Trump's hush money case will wrap up today after jurors heard a recording of former president that's central to the case. Now, prosecutors have spent the week using detailed testimony about meetings, email exchanges, business transactions, and bank accounts to build on their foundation of that case. Trump's defense has worked to poke holes in the credibility of prosecutors' witnesses and show Trump was trying to protect his reputation and family, not his campaign. The prosecution is setting the stage for pivotal testimony from Michael Cohen, the former Trump attorney who paid porn actor Stormy Daniels $130,000 for her silence.
Right now it's 5:09, 74 degrees.
Up next, we are taking you to Austin, where a local athlete dominated the UIL track and field state final events.
Outside with live cam, yuck. It is foggy and misty out there. We do have some showers moving through the area. Justin is keeping an eye on radar for us this morning. How stormy will it be for the weekend? Because we know we have some big construction out there planned as well. We'll talk to both Justin and RJ straight ahead. Just about 5:13, it was muggy up in Austin, but the rain stayed away for the UIL 3A and 4A track and field state finals. KSAT's Nick Mantis was at the meet yesterday to get all the action from our local runners. And as Nick tells us, Taylor Nunez once again owned the races she was in.
Yeah, Larry, make it 3 years in a row now that Taylor Nunez has walked into Mike A. Myers Stadium, put her cleats on, and made this her house. With the state capitol in the background, Taylor started the day with a win in the long jump. Then she took off for a win in the 100, setting a new 3A record with a time of 11:46, and then backed that up with a win in the 200. Her teammate Sophia Bendet set a new 3A record in the 800 and then beat the mile record by almost 10 seconds. The two finished up with the 4x400 relay with teammates Jalea Smith and Ariella Milian to set a new 3A record of 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
The 100, the 200, the long jump, that's that. But just knowing that I can accomplish something with my teammates, it means everything to me because I get a little emotional. I know that it means a lot to them as well, to come out here and be on the big stage, and to help them get a gold medal means everything to me.
Really, all glory to God and my teammates. I really couldn't have done it without any of them. It takes some time to sink in. I think it's just unbelievable. I think when I'm in the meet, I get kind of caught up with how my teammates are doing, and I really just want the best for them. So it'll probably take a few days to sink in, but I'm just overall really happy with how this meet went.
My family is here. My sister hasn't seen me run yet, and it makes me feel so happy that she could be a part of this and see that all the things I've done and worked for, and I just feel like everyone as a team, we worked so hard, and we're all just a big family.
We knew we had it in us. It would just keep practicing and more meets to finally get us there, and as we can see, the hard work paid off.
So it took a full team effort for the Rohawks as they had another fun day here at the state meet. Larry, back to you.
Thank you, Nick. Right now, 514, 73 degrees.
Look out there with TransGuide this morning, looking over at Highway 281 at Quarry. Flashing lights, kind of hard to see, but we're going to get a check-in with RJ Marcus very soon.
Are you certain you can fix that?
Yeah, a clip here and there.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of Lisa, Joshua, Robin, Haley, and Josh. 4imprint promo product experts dedicated to working with you, for you, every step of the way. Make certain your logo, your organization, and you shine. That's the certainty of 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Dupixent can help people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. So this is better. Even this. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that's not for sudden breathing problems. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Tell your doctor right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Ask your specialist about Dupixent.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about blue milk, but we'll tell you about that later.
Yeah, there's more to that.
I'm gonna
okay.
Guess I'll learn.
I know it. Well, out of context, it seems fun. Good morning, RJ.
Yeah, morning, guys. Already a very busy start out there on the roadways. If you're about to step outside right now, obviously the way you described it earlier, Mark, just ugly, kind of looking out there, very dreary. And of course, we have got some wet roads out there, along with some mist and drizzles. We take a look here. 281 at the Quarry, still dealing with this crash out there. Single vehicle crash on the northbound lanes at the Jones-Maltzberger exit. So right now, that exit has been closed. And again, it looks a little bit blurry, the camera, but this is right there off the shoulder on the northbound lanes of 281. And again, causing some delays here, or at least the exit ramp to be closed for the moment right there at 281 northbound at Jones-Maltzberger. A couple other things popping up on our maps right now. We do have another crash being reported right here, W.W. White Road, right off of 35 and 410. That one just showed up on the San Antonio Fire Department's website, so we will continue to follow that one. And we still have another crash being reported at Somerset Road and Southwest Military Drive. So again, it's gotten off to a little bit of a busy start out there, so just be cautious if you're about to step outside. Speaking of things getting a little busy out there, starting tonight, we have got another round of major closures here at the Loop 1604 North Expansion Project. Basically, 1604 east and westbound. That's going to be shut down starting tonight, 9 o'clock through Monday morning, through 5 a.m. Monday morning. all the way from La Cantera Parkway, this time all the way to Lock Hill Selma. So keep that one in mind. It's a little bit of a longer closure here. Now, as far as our drivers on I-10, we will have I-10 East. That will stay open throughout the duration of this closure. And but I-10 westbound, that will be closed from UTSA Boulevard up to La Cantera Parkway. So we have some drone video that we took out there a few weeks ago. Just let's see if we could take a look at some of the activity out there at 1604. So what they're doing is they are installing those beams for the second flyover ramp that hopefully will clear out all of this major mess, all of this congestion, all this traffic that we've seen out there over the past couple of months or so. So again, it's going to be very busy out there in the far northwest side, and just something that our drivers are going to have to be sort of dealing with. So just make plans ahead of time if you're about to go out to the Rim area, the La Cantera area, or the far northwest side. Justin, I see your face over there. So it's a little grinding your teeth a little bit, but
we know how I feel about it. But it is weather permitted, right? Permitting.
Yes,
so
weather permitting. Yes.
If we do get some rain this weekend, that may slow things down. There's a chance. I'm not saying that it's going to be a for sure thing, but we're going to watch some storms out across West Texas. Could have an impact on our forecast this weekend. Let's talk about right now, though. If you're heading out the door, know there's some drizzle, fog, mist out there. It's just damp. We've been dealing with this last couple of days. This is no exception. And the humidity is so thick. If you walk outside, you really, really feel it. That's resulting in some fog. So we've got visibility down to about 2 miles in New Braunfels, 2.25 at Randolph, half a mile at Bernie Stage. So that's where the fog is at its thickest along I-10 as you get into the hill country. And in Castroville, also reporting some fog there with 3/4 of a mile visibility. On our live cam, we're not seeing much. So we know that these clouds are lowering and drizzle being reported at the airport. When you get the temperature, 73, and the dew point the same, that's when you know you have fog and drizzle and all that stuff. The easterly winds at 7 miles per hour. Let's look at the forecast. 75 at 8 o'clock. We're going to keep a pretty decent chance of kind of light drizzly stuff in the forecast this morning. And then noontime will drop the rain chances to 20%. Temperatures make their way up to about 84 this afternoon. And I can't rule out a stray shower or storm during the afternoon hours. Big picture here. We got storms working through East Texas. Boy, Houston's been hit hard. Flooding there, still ongoing flooding concerns. We had tornadoes yesterday around Abilene. So it's been a busy weather scenario, just not necessarily for us. Here's what we're thinking as we go forward. This is the severe weather risk later today, and it's Midland, San Angelo, Abilene that they're going to be watching again, Storm Prediction Center. But notice that they do have part of our area within this small risk of severe weather, and here's why. Because those storms that develop out in West Texas there's a potential here that these storms could work their way southeast into the hill country tonight. Something we'll watch. These kind of setups are always tricky to kind of pin down, but that's the idea. And then they probably would die down before they make it to San Antonio. But as we get into tomorrow, we're going to see this same setup again. This is tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Storms start to develop to our north and northwest. And then this complex of showers and storms may have a little better chance of making it to San Antonio by early Sunday and midday Sunday. So that will definitely be something to watch. I've got rain chances at 20% today, but I bump them up tonight to account for some of those storms coming out of West Texas. Saturday, 20%. And then we bump up the rain chances Saturday night into Sunday morning, again, to account for anything that comes in from the north and west. 85 Sunday, and then next week, the other big story here is the heat. 92 Tuesday, 94 Wednesday, and 95 on Thursday with humidity hanging around. We'll be right back.
In today's Tech Bites, the return of music's biggest stars to TikTok. Universal Music Group has signed a new deal for artists like Taylor Swift, Drake, and Olivia Rodrigo to reappear on the popular platform. Universal Music Group had pulled their music back in February after negotiations hit a wall. Next, the Apple Watch's AFib feature, which detects abnormal heartbeat patterns, has received FDA approval. It is the first ever digital health technology to achieve that distinction. It means researchers can now rely on the feature's data in their findings. Finally, Bose is rolling out a new supersized Bluetooth speaker, promising you will feel the music from your head to your toes. The SoundLink Max is over 10 inches wide. It contains a battery life of 20 hours. It includes a handle to take it on the go, and it's going to cost you about $400. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Time now, 5:27 and 73 degrees for now.
Up next, veterans are departing San Antonio International Airport this morning on one of those special honor flights. We'll take you there live next. Good morning to you. It is Friday, May 3rd.
Happy Friday. Yay, we made it to Friday. It was a week of a lot of humidity.
Yes.
But I feel like it even went up a notch this morning.
Yesterday, the dew point peaked at 76, and in recent memory, that's one of the highest dew points we've seen in a long time. So the air is just so very thick. You walk outside, it's like you just walk into a wall of humidity. And that is resulting in some fog and drizzle and light showers this morning. Again, like the last couple of days, nothing that's very heavy, but it is going to make for some wet roads. You'll have to occasionally use your windshield wipers, and you may want to grab an umbrella just in case the drizzle picks up from time to time. A lot of times we don't even see the drizzle on radar because it's such at a low level, but it is there. And we'll continue to see some of that throughout the morning hours before we get into mostly cloudy skies this afternoon. Now, as I said, the humidity is resulting in fog in a lot of spots. We're seeing that the visibility is coming down at the airport. Port SA kind of bouncing around a little bit, but it's at 1.75 miles. Bernie Stage, that's where the fog is at its thickest, 0.5 mile visibility there. Our forecast today, we'll keep in a 40% chance of drizzle showers this morning. That rain chance comes down a little bit in the afternoon. An isolated storm possible, but not likely. Temperatures around 84 later today. And very quickly, we want to pass along the pollen count. It's just been molds, and I have a sneaking suspicion that it will stay elevated, moderate to maybe high this afternoon because of all the damp weather that we're seeing. Are these wet roads causing any problems for the morning commute? Let's check in with RJ for the latest there.
All right, Justin. Yeah, still seeing some issues there for our drivers north of the downtown area as we take a look at our TransGuide traffic cameras, 281 northbound at the quarry. So it's a little bit blurry, but I was able to make out that this actually is the exit right there to Jones-Maltzberger Road. So obviously our traffic going northbound is still getting through on the main lanes, but again, the exits right now at 281 northbound at Jones-Maltzberger Road, that has been closed for the moment as crews deal with this, what's being reported as a single vehicle crash out there. As we take a look at our maps, not causing again any major delays for all of our drivers headed north on the main lanes, but if you're coming up from the Olmos Park area, from the Bassey area, just keep this in mind. You may run into this as crews try and clear out that crash. Let's take you to the southwest side right now. Somerset Road, Southwest Military Drive, still have a crash being reported in this area, but not causing too many delays for our drivers. And of course, it is not on the highway there, but still some very important roads that a lot of our folks use in that part of town. Citywide map, everything else looking pretty good. We actually have cleared out that crash that was at WW White on 35 and 410. So that's good news for our drivers on the east side of town. And we still have a little bit of delays with some construction for our drivers in Stone Oak Parkway and 1604. But again, biggest thing we're seeing at the moment. And all right, look, it's live TV, everybody. That has just cleared out there. So good news. We will continue to follow the very latest on the roads and give you more updates as we get them. Mark and Steph, back to you guys.
Thank you, RJ. New this morning, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office is asking for help finding a missing teenager. 13-year-old Jalen Yates was last seen Tuesday night in the 7800 block of Walsham Road. He was last seen wearing a black T-shirt, gray jeans, purple and black Jordan shoes. Authorities think he may be in the Kirby area. If you have any information, please contact the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. Well, thanks to the generosity and support of Military City USA, 20 veterans, men and women, both are being flown to Washington, D.C. to visit national memorials dedicated to their service.
Well, this is the 18th trip for the nonprofit Honor Flight San Antonio. Our Sarah Costa is live at San Antonio International Airport as those veterans are about to take off on the runway. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, Mark and Steph. Yeah, they just boarded, and I've covered several of these honor flights, but every time that I get to talk to these men and women, my sense of excitement and an inspiration for them renews because I see how eager they are to get on this flight and visit those memorials in Washington, D.C. alongside their veteran brothers and sisters. This will be the 18th trip for the nonprofit Honor Flight San Antonio, where they take military veterans to Washington, D.C. to visit the national memorials dedicated to their service. On today's trip, there are 20 veterans with more than 20 years of distinguished service and substantial military decorations from 1953 to 2003. 3 veterans served in 3 wars, 3 female veterans, and twins are among the group whose total years of service span 299 years. I spoke with one Vietnam veteran who says he feels so much love and support with this trip after not feeling that appreciation when he returned from Vietnam so many years ago.
Vietnam veterans didn't get that when we came home. It was, you know, almost take your uniform off. Don't go through the airport in your uniform. And so we kind of snuck around, go by someone, and they're thanking me for my service. It's amazing.
Today's group includes 3 veterans who served in 3 wars. 3 female veterans and twins are among the group whose total years span 299 years. And like I said, they just boarded. They just closed up they're about to take off. Right now, their flight takes off at 5:35. We can't see them on the runway, but they're taking off now. And I was just on the plane with them, and the other passengers were cheering for them as they were about to take off. Hey, but if you want to follow their trip this weekend, go to their Facebook page. It is Honor Flight San Antonio. They're going to be there all day today, tomorrow, and then they fly back on Sunday. Live from the San Antonio International Airport, I'm Sarah Costa, KSAT 12 News. Mark and Steph.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, 40 years, that's how long this man, Kevin Luna, will spend in prison. It's in connection to the shooting death of a nursing student that police say was part of a botched drug deal. The San Antonio Police Department is reporting that Luna and another suspect met with Patrick Zavala in a parking lot on Ingram Road. Now, officers tell us that they jumped in Zavala's car, tied him up, and shot him. He died months before his graduation from San Antonio College. Luna was initially facing a capital murder charge, but ended up accepting a plea deal and will be found guilty on a lesser charge. Now, in a statement, Bexar County District Attorney Joe Gonzalez said in part, quote, "Today's outcome reinforces our commitment of ensuring justice for the victims of violent crimes," end quote.
Well, once a month, a local coffee shop creates a safe place for people who are troubled and need someone to talk with.
Some are calling it a church without walls. And as our Patty Santos tells us, the greater goal is to bring community leaders into collaboration.
It's a unique way of us being able to reach our community.
Coffee, a stage, and a lot of space.
This is a unique way to get them to come in and experience fellowship and experience collaboration.
Community partnership is the vision that founder Brenda Zurita and her team had in mind when they created Ambassador's Coffee and merged it with the Tectonic Center.
So Tectonic itself has shifted just a little bit from where it started. Tectonic Center, to be specific, is now a 501(c) that specifically focuses in gathering the body of Christ into a centered or vertical point of worship.
The center is a co-working space intended for local pastors and community leaders to meet on common ground.
We say this is the church without walls. We begin to understand that church goes well beyond, the structure.
It doesn't matter denomination. But in addition, each month the space and coffee shop are open 24 hours for 7 days.
At all hours. There's people here all the way around the clock. We provide, of course, a safe space for them to co-work, especially for young people. There's not that many places that are open till midnight, till 1,
The 24/7 cafe started in the fall and just recently began offering mental health services for that 1 week.
We provide free counseling from licensed clinicians, certified trauma counselors, deliverance ministers that operate out of the Redemption Room, and you can book time during 24/7 between 12 and 9 p.m. And they offer free services here on site.
And it's important too because there's a lot gained in fellowship.
Paul Stewart says he heard about it from a friend and has become a regular.
There's definitely a lot going on here, a lot of resources in the way that you can really seek out the answers, the healing that you're after.
And the 24/7 Cafe is happening this week and wraps up Saturday. So if you need a place to hang out and talk with, and it's 2 a.m., they're going to be open. To check out their next 24/7 Cafe, you can visit their social media pages, and we'll post that on our KSAT.com page. Guys?
Thanks for the story, Patty. Appreciate it. 539, 73 degrees.
Look out there with live cam. A humid 73 degrees. You can almost see it like in your windows inside your house before you even step outside. So prepare for that humidity. We're going to be checking in with Justin to see if there are any chances of sprinkles today. We'll be right back.
KSAT is changing over to Next Gen TV on Monday, May 6th. If you watch us or want to watch us using an antenna, you'll have to rescan your TV to see KSAT once we make the switch. We're planning to do that on Monday at 2 p.m. If you have a Next Gen TV question, scan the QR code. It'll take you to the section of our website dedicated to all you need to know.
And you can get your tickets now for our first ever Texas Eats Food Festival. That's going to happen on May 11th at Smoke Barbecue. So 20 local chefs will be out there with food for you to sample. The event benefits the San Antonio Food Bank. You can just scan that QR code on your screen for tickets, or you can go to texaseatstv.com for more information.
5:43 on your Friday morning.
And May the 4th be with you. Almost. Tomorrow's Star Wars Day, and up next, some fun deals and local events you can participate in over the weekend, and we get to try some blue milk.
That's right. From Star Wars, obviously, not just
not like old milk.
Yeah, not like Smurfs 4, and this is a promotion.
No.
Yeah, checking TransGuide right now. It's as humid as it can get right now, and we are seeing quite a bit of moisture on the lenses and the roads around town. Factor that into your morning commute. We'll be back. Tomorrow is May the 4th, otherwise known as Star Wars Day. Since it's on the weekend, we are celebrating a little earlier today. Well, yeah. So tomorrow is May 4th, otherwise known as Star Wars Day. And to mark the 25th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and to celebrate the unofficial May 4th celebration, all Santikos theaters will show The Phantom Menace starting today, May 3rd. If you're really dedicated, Santikos Casablanca near Alamo Ranch will be hosting a marathon of all the Star Wars films. Ticket sales for the marathon begin at 6 a.m. We have a link where you can purchase them right now on KSAT.com. Ticket price includes... Yoda, chill. Ticket price includes a large popcorn, a drink with unlimited refills, and a special limited edition poster. That's pretty cool.
That's cool. So a new animated Star Wars series also begins tomorrow on Disney Plus, just in case you want to see that streaming. Tales of the Empire is a 6-episode journey into the fearsome galactic empire through the eyes of 2 warriors set during different eras. So after losing everything, the choices they make will define their destiny.
Now you got to do it like a movie trailer. After losing everything, the choices they make will define their... Yoda, I'm not going to tell you again.
He's just wielding that lightsaber.
Right. All right. So if you're looking for some Star Wars themed fun around town this weekend, San Antonio Gunslingers hosting the Frisco Fighters on Star Wars Night with a Z. Be one of the first 1,500 to arrive tomorrow at Freeman Coliseum and receive a complimentary lightsaber. You can also participate in the best costume contest for your chance at $1,000 in prizes. Doors are at 4:30, pregame 5:30, kickoff is at 6:05.
And finally, you can't have Star Wars Day without some fresh blue milk. This is courtesy of Aunt Beru's Kitchen on Tatooine. So in case you don't know, Luke Skywalker and the other characters can be seen drinking this milk. There you go. In the very first Star Wars film.
So we've already reported on this, Yoda. I'm serious. Okay. We've already reported on it. By the way, let's go ahead and power up, okay?
Yeah.
Ready?
Ready?
By the way, these are from our producer, Hardy, who is the biggest Star Wars fan I know. Everybody's getting on the action here. He's also an alum of SFA, so I think that's why he has 2 of the purple lightsabers.
Yeah.
Bring it, RJ. All right, so now back to the blue milk. Oh, that's cool. It makes the noises, too.
It does.
Yeah. All right, you guys ready for the blue milk?
Yes.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, let's see. What do you think it's going to taste like? Sweet? Hold on. Let's power down.
To power down.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Ready?
Oh, hold on.
Not bad?
Oh, it's a little sweet.
A little sweet, yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
good.
Pretty good. I like how it's 1%. I think it's the low-fat milk. So.
Oh, is it?
I think so. Based on what I read.
Oh, wow, this is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is pretty good, though.
I didn't know.
Add it to some coffee.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it definitely does. All right. So this
add it to some
this
coffee.
blue milk can be found at your local Walmart and also Quick Trip gas stations while supplies last. So you can try it out for yourself as well. And Hardy, thank you for bringing all this stuff in today.
Thank you for celebrating Star Wars May 4th with us. I thought we were going to miss out.
I know.
Because it's actually tomorrow, so we're celebrating a little early.
Yoda, tell us about the Force.
The Force.
Wow.
All right, artificial intelligence has a ways to go. Okay. Wow.
Watch out,
Watch out, RJ.
Watch out for your mouth.
Coming after me here. I gotta get my lightsaber ready.
Oh my gosh.
Yoda, control yourself.
How would you say good the milk is, I guess? And
Oh,
Yoda's
yeah. Good, the milk is.
Yeah, the milk is pretty good. I'm actually going to take this back to the desk.
RJ is wise.
All right, guys. Yeah, I got to pretty big crash out here, 281 northbound at Sprucewood. So earlier we saw that we had a crash at 281 at the Corey Jones Maltzberger Road, but that one has cleared out. So right now we're looking at this pretty good wreck out here. It looks like it's blocking a couple of lanes out there for our drivers. 281 headed out to the San Antonio Airport area, and I hear the lightsaber in the background there. But we will continue to monitor what is going on out there, because not only do we have that crash on the northbound lanes of 281 at Sprucewood Lane, but we also have a crash on the southbound lanes of 281 at Sunset Boulevard. Of course, a lot of people out there stepping outside, dealing with some wet roads, some damp conditions out there on the road. So just be careful if you're going to be around this area, this being the San Antonio International Airport area. We will continue to monitor what exactly is going on there. Let's take a look at the rest of the city here real quick before we get to weather. We have cleared out that crash that was at Southwest Military Drive and Somerset Road. So that's good news out there. Basically, the biggest thing that we're seeing right now at the moment is this incident here. Again, 281 northbound at Sprucewood. I'll try and get a little bit more information here just on how many lanes are closed, but it looks like this is at least a couple of lanes closed in this area. It looks like lightsaber colors there, but all right, Justin, how are things going over there, man?
My question is, can we? Yoda is just going crazy. Can we use this as a laser pointer?
Oh, I think I found it. Okay.
See, I feel like this could be very useful.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Here, there you go. Yeah. Current drought monitor shows we still have a drought going on across parts of the hill country. Now, the recent rains have helped. We've actually cut into this a little bit. Things are slowly, and I do mean slowly, getting better, but we still have drought all the way out to Del Rio and Eagle Pass, and San Antonio is still technically in a moderate drought. We need some more rain. I feel like we've been saying that for the better part of 2 years, but it's just the case. We have a little bit coming down this morning. Now, I know with the live cam, you can't see much, and that's because that fog has really set in. 73 at the airport, 74 New Braunfels, and there's like the visibility's still down. They're kind of bouncing back and forth, but I think we'll continue to see some fog. Half a mile visibility. Bernie stage, the airport's kind of stuck at 3 miles. So it's not super thick, but it is there, and the humidity is so thick. 7 a.m., 40% chance of drizzle showers. Then as we head towards noontime, just a 20% chance. And it's in the afternoon where we could see an isolated storm or two. There is a risk for severe weather out across West Texas today. And you'll notice that parts of our area are included in this. And here's why. It's going to take until later this evening, but any storm that develops out across West Texas, if they can kind of cluster together, which is always a big if, but if they do, then some of those storms could work down into the hill country tonight. Something we'll watch. They'll probably be dying down as they do, but we can't rule out some storms later tonight. Then as we get into tomorrow, kind of the same situation. Piece of energy comes through Texas. We get some storms gathering to our north and northwest, and these have a little better chance of making their way down towards San Antonio. This would be Saturday night into Sunday morning, something you'll need to watch out for as well. So our rain chances next couple days, we bring them up a little bit tonight to account for some of those storms out of West Texas. And then we bring the rain chances up again Saturday night into Sunday morning, as we said. So something to watch. Otherwise, we'll see small chances during the afternoons over the weekend. And then hot weather taking shape next week. Mid-90s in the forecast by the middle part of next week. We'll be right back.
If you want to transform your lawn without a lot of work, we've got you covered. Sarah Costa tells us how to get started in this week's Gardening with KSAT. And up next, we'll meet a family who adopted 4 kids and says fostering is a great way to give them a second chance. And we're going to take a closer look at the roads and find out what's going on at 281 and Sprucewood Lane with a lot of flashing lights and wet roads.